3D Rising is here at Eckerd College, just outside of St. Petersburg, Florida, and we're talking to Columbus Academy head coach Greg Bice, longtime Major League Lacrosse star and former Ohio State Buckeye. Coach, you guys just took a 11-10 win over Boulder, Colorado in overtime. Just tell us about this victory and what went into it.
Yeah, it's obviously a big win for us. Game number 1 on the season, official game, and you know it was sloppy. You know, we have a lot of things to clean up, but that's to be expected in game 1. And all we do, you know, this early in the season, we're just asking our kids to compete and to hustle and to sell out, and they did that. And give Boulder a lot of credit. They came back, tied the game up, and our kids did a nice job of being resilient, just being gutsy and selling out. And so, you know, our kids competed, and we were lucky enough to walk away with the win.
Talk a little bit about what you see in Ohio lacrosse that you could describe or gives it a characteristic. I mean, is it tough, a tough style of play, that kind of thing you see?
The blue collar is what we like to say in Ohio. Obviously, you know, when you look at Baltimore, you know, they have the slick sticks. In New York, they've been playing for a long time. A lot of times their stick work is a lot better. But if you're a gritty kid and you're a tough kid and you play hard, that overcomes a lot of the years that you might have missed. You know, these kids are playing in first and second grade or have been in some of these East Coast settings. In Ohio, that's starting to happen, but it hasn't over the past. So a lot of kids we have in our program here at Columbus Academy might have only played a year or 2 years and are brand new to the sport. But what we teach is if you're tough and you're gritty, you can overcome a lot of those years that you don't have with the stick. And obviously, if you continue to work hard and play, your stick will come along.
You're down here at 3D Spring Break. This is at least the second year we've seen you here. Obviously, development and training is important. Do you talk about what you're doing on the field at the practices here to try to get these guys better?
Absolutely. This is huge for us. We get 2 practices and a scrimmage every day, which is it's invaluable to us, especially with a young program. And we just talked about the number of kids that have inexperience. And so for us, we're building a team, and we're. Hey guys, pipe down. All right, guys are happy. We're happy I'm talking to a camera. But either way, you know, it's an opportunity for us to really come together as a team. And so for us tomorrow, obviously we've grinded all week. We've done 2 practices like I talked about, and the kids are out competing. I mean, stick work. It's man on man. And we're putting literally everything in this week. And then tomorrow what we do is we actually take the day off. And we do lots of team building activities. We'll go down to the beach. We play volleyball. It's about building that camaraderie that once we come back to Ohio, you know, we can look back and see when we really came together as a team down here this week, and that propels us forward. And when we get in a tight game like we had tonight, you know, guys really rally around each other because they know each other a little bit more than just on the lacrosse field.
Your man Roman scored the game winner tonight. Just talk about that play, and I guess, you know, some of the other players who really stood out for you today.
Roman's obviously, Roman Belisari is one of the toughest kids that I've had the privilege of coaching, and he's a guy we have to do everything. He takes wings. He's on our first offensive midfield unit. You know, if we get him on time, we'll put him on defense. You know, he's a tough kid. He fights. He competes for ground balls. And you know, in the last play, we ran him all game, and in overtime, he runs 60 yards. And, you know, we call it clear out for him in transition, and he beats 2 guys and goes to the net. And he's just a tough competitor. And then, you know, on the defensive side, you know, we're still coming together. We got a lot of youth there. A lot of guys have never even played long stick. But we have a kid named Anthony Sugar who's done a really nice job of competing for us, and we're asking him to be a little bit more of a leader as a junior this year. And then Otis Klingbeil, he's the captain of our team. He's the best offensive player that we have. He's extremely slick. He's going to Bates next year. Just a terrific kid, high lacrosse IQ, and very polished. And so for him, you know, he's the captain of our offense, and as he goes, so does our team.
Hey, thanks so much for your time. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.